you like the video, it'll be my honor if you can like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. And there are a lot more figure diorama photography as well as figure height comparison at the end of this video, so please watch and enjoy until the end. Now, let's begin. Hello everyone, how's everybody doing today? And today we are going to be reviewing Marvel Legends series Venom from the Venom series line. So this one is, as we all know, it's a Sony film, the Venom Venomverse, I think what they're calling. I don't know if that's the official term of that franchise, but yes, it's the movie adaptation from Sony. And apparently there is a rumor that he will be appearing in the MCU, but we're not too sure if that is the case yet, since it's not fully confirmed. But I wonder, you know, there should be no reason that he shouldn't be appearing in the MCU, because he's such a popular character. And yeah, this figure is quite big, and I was quite surprised that we actually got Venom this late after the Venom movie was out, and it was quite a good success, I would say. No one was actually expecting it to be, you know, a success, and it did a home run. So yeah, it was I think a lot of people were hoping to get this version of Venom sooner, but hey, better late than never, right? So just before I open the box, I love the font. It looks really nice, and the other figures that came with the wave were mostly Venom and or Venomized characters, and I wasn't too fond of those characters, but they also had Morbius, which I will be reviewing soon, and the font really matched that Morbius kind of image too, so I think it was a good idea to have Morbius in this line. The back image is awesome. It looks really nice, and well, if you like to take a look at the attention mark right here and the details, please stop the video and go ahead. There's a Venom description here if you like to check. Please pause the video. And the top, as usual, Venom. So let's open the package, and I think this figure is completely new sculpt. And there we go. And here it is. And what do I think of it? It looks nice. It looks really nice. These vein-like detailed art actually sculpt, painted really well. It's very semi-glossy. Some portion of the body isn't glossy as much, comparing to, say, the shoulder is really glossy, yet his arm is not so much. So they're not all glossy in the same way, but overall I think it's really nice. The muscle definition is really good. Yeah, I think they did a great job when it comes to sculpting this figure. The only thing I would have hoped was them to move these product number on the bottom, but yeah, it's on his side. So let's there we go, and there we go. And I do see some kind of paper inside the box, and I think this is just a just a warning, so that's nothing important. And yeah, I think the proportion looks really nice. He is buffed, but he is also very, not slim, but he's he's muscular, but he's not as buff as the Venom that we've all known in the comic series. Well, the first time we saw Venom in the comic, he wasn't buffed anyways. But if I have the Mayfix Tom Holland Spider-Man beside Tom Hardy Venom, that is the height difference. That is massive. That is a lot of height difference. And we do also get a pair of fist hand and a closed mouth Venom. And as we all know, Venom is designed and modified, or I don't know, I wouldn't say in detail since I don't have too much knowledge, but Todd McFarlane did influence and created Venom. Not created Venom, but he made him popular. And the thing with him is that Venom never did have a long tongue during Todd's era. Todd mostly had the closed mouth, and I think Todd wasn't too happy with the long tongue. But if I'm wrong, please correct me under the comment area. But yeah, the closed mouth is really nice. I love it. It looks phenomenal. I'm just gonna put that in right there. Sorry, but the teeth detail, the gum and everything, really nice. If you haven't got this Venom, I still haven't fully reviewed Articulation or anything, but I'm already going to say this. If you haven't got this guy, then I think you should, because this is a phenomenal figure. And completely new body sculpt, and let's see how he would articulate. 360, the head would tilt. He would tilt that much. Almost nothing. His head goes down that much, and his head I think his head doesn't. I think there's also almost no articulation on the up and down. Yeah, that's a little sad. His shoulder goes that much, which is quite nice. I assume goes 360. Yes, it does. The elbow, and the arm also goes 360 there too. The elbow goes that much, which is really good. And the wrist, yeah, around that much, 360. His ab crunch is, I heard a crack, but I think that's okay. Goes that much, which is quite a lot. Does it go back? It goes back a lot too. That's impressive. That's really impressive. Yes. And also, well, if you include the hip, he would go all the way that much. So yeah, that's really nice. Now his legs go that much, and also go that much. The articulation is really impressive. I am really surprised. The knee goes around that much, which is nice. Obviously, it would go 360. Yep, and his ankle goes up that much and goes that much. Impressive. So, the articulation wise, I would say phenomenal. Really nice figure, great articulation, great sculpt. What else I would expect from him? I don't know, but the head. Yeah, there we go. Please get in there. Yeah, and there we go. That looks great. Yes, it's really nice. I love it. And his hand pops out quite easily, pegs in quite easily, and you get the Venom fist. Yep. Nice. So, I would start to take some photo with the figure soon. But again, what do I think about this figure? Awesome for now. Actually, I don't think there's much else I can say about it. And the height difference is amazing. I look forward for Tom Hardy Venom appearing with Tom Holland's Spider-Man. I very much look forward to it. So what I will do is I'll be taking some, diorama photo as much as I can, some kick-ass photo too, and yes, this figure is awesome. Now let's take some awesome photos. Now before proceeding to my photo review, I just wanted to mention this figure is super articulate. It can do a lot of pose. It could be the best Marvel Legend figure that they ever made. The ab crunch and everything, it's so dynamic. Let's try. It can also do a perfect, really perfect kneeling pose. Wonderful. Let's see if he can even sit down. He can also do the crouching sitting pose, a Japanese style sitting pose. Magnificent. Not much how do I say, Hasbro figure can actually do this. I think it is the best Hasbro action figure they ever created. They can do a lot of back articulation. You can do a jumping pose, no problem. Up kicking, no problem. A lot of dynamic pose you can do. This is an amazing figure. And again, if they really wanted to, by adding cost that is, they could add a butterfly joint and they can compete with a lot of import from Japan, because Japanese figure, their articulation is phenomenal, especially the figure art. People might argue that they're expensive. Hey, I'm a Canadian. Everything's expensive here. Like, Hasbro figure are expensive in Canada, so for me there's not much of a difference. The difference is most of the Hasbro, especially Marvel Legend, they reuse pieces and parts every time, while figure arts, they rarely, actually I never seen them reusing parts that often, so of course the cost would be higher. So I don't see much justification that Japanese import are more expensive than Hasbro and stuff. I see Hasbro item is recycling so much of their parts, and therefore they're cutting so much cost, so they're it sounds cheaper. But if you live elsewhere, for Canadian or outside the state, Hasbro figure is an import for us too. So yeah, not technically a full import for Canada, because they do regularly have it, but at the same time Canadian dollars are weaker, and therefore meaning that it's not like we work less. Technically we need to work more to get the same amount of the figure that the people in the state get, and people who live in say China or elsewhere where their currency is much lower, they have to work way more than even the Canadian to get the same product. So yeah, but I think this figure is absolutely phenomenal. It's one of the best, and actually I think I can say it is the best Marvel Legend figure I ever encountered. Articulation top notch, they sculpt top notch, proportion top notch. I might even say it could be the best Marvel Legend of 2020. I'm not too sure if I should say so, because Deadpool looks phenomenal. But again, when it comes to the articulation, he's the winner. So yeah, probably he might be our glorified 2020 best figure. I'm not gonna say that's 100%, but for now, until his release, I don't think anything else came near him. And at the same time, not to forget, we got extra pairs of hands and extra head. That's really nice. That's really nice for Hasbro for doing that. But one more thing is that we get the Morbius figure that I am reviewing. He comes with the Deadpool Venom wave, and we get the BAF figure. For my stand, we don't need BAF figure. Like, why? Because they're gonna release that as a single pack anyway. They did that for Kingpin. They did that for Thanos. They'll do it for anything anyways. So for me, I don't need a build-up figure in in any of the line. Give us extra hands. Give us extra head, like Venom, because some people are in an illusion that we get extra figure, but we have to buy all the line to get that figure. It's the marketing purpose. So it's a good way of selling product, but at the same time, you're also buying stuff that you don't need. And as a company-wise, it's a great strategy. As a collector-wise, it's not so much, because you have to get something that you don't want to get. And I'm very sure that Venom Deadpool figure, the big one that comes with this guy, will be sold in single release anyways. And that's why I didn't get the Kingpin, because again, like my proof, here is the Kingpin that came. Oh, it's hard to, it's so big that it's not going to be fitting the screen, but he was also a BAF, and now you get him sold on, single pack, well, minorly color variation, but you know what I mean. So you're gonna get them anyways. So as a collector wise, I prefer much like what we got here: extra head, extra hand, and we're happy. Some the company might say, well, we can't add extra hands or extra head because we need to add the BAF. My point is, get rid of the BAF, give us extra hand, and give us the extra head, and I'm happy. So if they do that, I'll be very happy, but I'm very sure they wouldn't do that. So, but anyhow, awesome figure. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for watching my figure unboxing photography review. If you liked the video, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. Currently, there are only 6% of my audience who are subscribed, and I feel a little bit lonely here, so your subscription will give me inspiration to go on further. Thank you again, and see you all soon. 遊びでやってるんだよ。